NES games as well as a Nintendo DS inside the bag. There's quite a few things inside of this Cotopaxi bag. I'm just really excited to show you these. I wanna say, if you guys are looking for a good bag, these Cotopaxi bags are super durable, and it's got 3 zippers. I have had a request in the past for a couple zipper opening and closing sounds, so I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to include that in the video. So I am going to, before we unbag everything, I'm going to do a couple sounds with the bag itself, and then we will get started. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button so that way you don't miss any more videos just like this in the future. And if you can hit that like button before you get laid back and comfortable, I would also really appreciate it. I hope that all of you are having a great start to the week, and let's go ahead and get started with this video. So first, I'm gonna just do some bag sounds for us. Now here is some zipper sounds. Alright, so first we're going to open up this first pocket here and pull out my childhood Game Boy. So this is the Game Boy Advance SP in the color blue. I tried to take pretty good care of it. Let's see, the game that we have still inside of it is Super Mario Brothers 3 for the Game Boy Advance. This one is in color. There is another Game Boy in here that is, I believe, not in color, or it might be. Just get a couple extra sounds here. So, this is what I played so much as a child. So I brought this over from my parents' house to include in the video. That was probably extremely loud. I am so sorry for that. But the main event is right here in the middle here. So there are so many things. Like my husband's Game Boy Advance. That is see-through, basically. He has to clip a light to it to be able to play it. There's not a battery cover for it, but yeah, that was his childhood. Childhood Game Boy. So I'm interested which Game Boy you guys had. If you had the flip one like I did, or the true handheld like he did, or if you had the original Game Boy that was not the Advance. has seen better days, but I think it's still cleaner than what mine is. I got the white one also, and I did not need to have the white game as a kid. And his is also missing the stylus, just like mine. He doesn't have any games in this right now. This is the Nintendo DS Lite. So you have the volume down here on the bottom. Bless this. Some more sounds for you. I would show you mine, but I'm a little embarrassed on how just filthy the buttons are. Goodness, I was not good at keeping up with that for some reason. So we have our 3 devices right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take out the charging cord for the Nintendo DS. So, there's that, because it's just taking up a lot of space in the bag. So, I'm just going to slide that. We'll start with the DS game. We have Pokemon Black version for the DS. This was his game. As you can see, this came out in 2011. A new world filled with never before seen Pokemon. What are the true motives of Team Plasma and the mysterious Inn? What is the secret of the legendary Pokemon? Adventure across the Unova region and discover all new Pokemon. So, that is just like, it's crazy. I wonder if he had the white version too. I have not gone through most of this stuff, so we shall see. Let's see what else we have in here. We will start with this little stack right here. We have the Pokemon Ruby version for Game Boy Advance. Now, I know that this was an older game for sure. I wish it would tell me the year that it came out, but it does not. That is crazy. That is crazy. I do like the color of the game itself, though. We also have these two. We have Yoshi Island Super Mario Advance 3, also for the Game Boy Advance. Personally, I have never played that game, so I don't know much about that one. And then we have Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest for Game Boy Advance. This is a 2006 game. So I was 7 years old when this came out, so I'm assuming you just played through the actual movie itself with that. We're gonna save those for the end here. We're gonna go through these. We're gonna get some nice rummaging sounds out of this video. We have Tetris Worlds. Did not know that anybody bought this game. 2001, 2002. So this was way before I was gaming, because I was 2 years old in 2001. So I was not playing Game Boy at that point. Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. Rush for Nintendo DS. Sonic Rush. I'm gonna set that on top of the DS there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there is the actual game for Pokemon Black version that is not in its case. We're just gonna set that with that. We have Top Gun Combat Zones. So, I guess he was a Top Gun fan as a kid, so there is that game. That is a Mastiff game. That is the company that produced that game. Then we have Pokemon Sapphire version. So we have Ruby and Sapphire. I believe that I have played this one before. My best friend at the time, she was really, really big into the games. And I remember I would get a couple of them just so that way, we would get to play and we could talk about it. But I believe that this is one of the ones that we did play. So that is so cool. I'm gonna shift this over. We still have more down here. We have I don't even know, DSi updates. I don't even know what this is. I've never seen this before, so if you had one of these, please let me know in the comment section what this is used for. Is it for like saving, or is it to capture like replays, like were you clipping things, or like what was this used for? Is it like extra storage maybe? I'm not entirely sure on what that is. Oh wow. From 2004, we have Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Activision made this game. What is happening? Oh my gosh, that book series was so, like, it was such a big part of my reading journey as a child. I loved those books. And then when they started to make them into movies, or just like one big movie basically, with what's his name from How I Met Your Mother? He played Count Olaf. Gosh, what is his name? Neil Patrick Harris. That's his name. But that, I did not know that they had this in game form. I am very, very intrigued with this, and this is such an interesting pull. This is crazy. I did not know that he played that as a kid either. So many just interesting games here. Now, we're getting into the bigger ones. So we have for Game Boy Color, that's what it says, Game Boy Color, Mickey's Racing Adventure from 1999. I was born in 1999. That is crazy. This game has the possibility of being older than me. If it was born before March, if it was January or February of 99, then it's older than me. That is crazy. I've never seen this either. I do love the design, like the actual hard drive of the game. Like, it looks so interesting. That's so cool. That is so cool. They don't make the games like they used to. Now everything is so small and compact. I mean, look at the difference. You could fit like 4 of these in one of those. That's nuts. Absolutely insane. Alright, next we have Pokemon Silver. Pokemon Silver. I did not play this game. This was not one that I did play, but I do like it. I do like it. I wonder if some of these Pokemon games are like worth a lot now. So we also have the gold version. Pokemon gold version. So silver and gold. listeners out here, which one was your favorite one to play? I've got to know. And then we have Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. So he just finished this game like today, actually. I think this is when he finished today. I got him this as an anniversary present for our first wedding anniversary. Whenever he was younger, something happened and I think his game was stolen from him as a kid, so he never actually got to play this specific one. And so I knew that he had mentioned it like once or before, and so I just kept it in the back of my mind. So then when our anniversary came around, I was like, okay, I feel like this would be like very sentimental to him because he never got the opportunity to play. So I bought it. And so yeah, he finished it today. Actually, I think he texted me sometime earlier. He was off for President's Day, so he finished the game, and so now he can check that off his list of childhood accomplishments. But I'm glad that I was able to find that for him, and I also got him this one. It doesn't look as good. This is the Pokemon Blue with Blastoise on the front. When I went to get the yellow, I panicked and saw both of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I get the wrong one? So I bought both. So he got both of these for an anniversary present. So I don't know if he's gonna go with this one next, or if he's gonna play something on his Switch or whatever. But so again, which one was your favorite between the two? I haven't played either one of these. I believe he said that it's like the same game, but you can get Pikachu. I don't know. I don't know much about these older ones, but I'm interested on which one you guys liked the most out of those. So I believe that is all that we have in that bag. I'm going to pause really quick and I'm going to grab something else since we're showing things. Okay, I wanted to get my 3DS XL out of the drawer. Since we're showing all of the consoles, I did not get my white DS. I did not want to be roasted for how filthy it is, so I thought we could look at this one. It's got that right there, the buttons, the touch screen. I'm still missing the stylus. I couldn't keep up with those to save my life, but then you could kick it into 3D or keep it normal. In a previous video, I have said that I hated playing it in 3D because it made me motion sick. So it stayed in normal mode, but you have the two cameras on the front so you can take pictures, which I did a lot. And then we have Super Mario Brothers 2. So I was a big Mario game person as a child. So which console did you have? Did you have the normal DS? Did you have the 3DS? The size difference in that's wild. Or did you have the Game Boy? Or did you have this Game Boy? Or another one? There are so many games and so many consoles that, I mean, this is wild. These Pokemon ones, I'm going to shift everything up a little bit. There. These Pokemon games, I really feel like are a little bit more valuable than like the series of Unfortunate Events game or the Mickey's Racing really big